almost every day.
I was made to help a child. I don't remember it being this hard.
Woody, somebody's whispering in your ear. Melody.
Oops, sorry about that. It's been so long since I've done a recording. Well, not so long, but it's been a good minute because I took a break for the weekend for obvious reasons. But yeah, we are back with another movie review, and I wanted to give everybody a chance to at least have some time to watch this movie before I even talked about it. And this movie we're going to be talking about is Toy Story 4. Okay? And for those of you who don't know, I love Toy Story. I loved it when it first came out. I loved it when I was a kid. I remember playing that doggone movie so many times when I was home. Like so many times. I remember like word for word, like the dialogue between Woody and Buzz, and the whole deal behind Sid, and then Andy being like the most animated kid whenever he played with his toys. Like, he was very animated. But in this one, I want to say this one was tying up the final loose end, and that was dealing with Bo Peep. And also, this is spoiler content, so if you don't want to hear what I have to say, and you haven't watched the movie yet, you don't need to watch this. But if you don't care, then by all means. But anyway, so it starts right off the bat with this memory of all of Andy's toys being with him when he was little, and then we get a shot of this memory that Woody went through with Bo Peep trying to rescue RC, the little green car, the green racing car, who was about to get flooded, who was about to get like washed away with the water in the gutter, which is crazy. Woody grabbed him up and whatnot, and then just as when they were about to grab the both of them up, like along with RC, some guy comes in along with Andy's mom, and she takes Bo Peep away. And we find out in this scene that Bo Peep was obviously not Andy's toy, which makes sense. Like, of course she wasn't Andy's toy, because why would Andy have like a girl like doll thing? Even though he always played with it, but now was the thing. Like for kids, I don't know if like for boys. Like, whenever we wanted to play with our toys, we would always play like the hero and the girl who needed to be rescued and whatnot. And that's what he did. That's what he did. He always played with Bo Peep like she was the girl to be rescued, like and whatnot. But I already knew in the back of my mind that wasn't even his toy. That was probably his sister's toy, which in case it was. And why about that? She's not even a toy. She was like a part of a lamp. She was a part of a nightlight lamp that Andy's little sister had when she was little, and she decided that she didn't need it no more and gave it to whoever wanted to take it. And Woody and Bo Peep had their emotional scene out in the rain and whatnot. And as much as he wanted to go with Bo Peep, because that was his girl, he realized that Andy needed him and whatnot, and they just said their goodbyes, and it was painful to see that. It was really painful. But yeah, then it continues with all of them being with Bonnie. Woody is obviously not the favorite toy anymore, because when he was with Andy, he's not the favorite toy, and he is kind of feeling like left out because he always gets put in the closet. And of course, the other toys automatically take over and whatnot and stuff. But Woody challenges himself to try and be there for Bonnie. He really does. And then like one time he had went with her to her her first day is, of daycare, I believe, daycare or preschool. I'm not sure, but she was having a rough time. Bonnie's having a rough time, and I felt bad for her because like that was the first time like going to school and nobody wanted to talk to her, and she was about to cry and whatnot. Woody just saw that. It was like, okay, I need to do something. So he basically went in the trash, pulled everything out, put it on the desk, without being seen by any of the little kids or the teacher. Went back in the doggone backpack and whatnot, and Bonnie instantly made Forky this little basically freaking fork with pre-K like arts and crafts on it, like, you know, like the red string and like the little the googly eyes and then the broken sticks and whatnot for the feet and whatnot. I'm just like, wow, so she really made her own favorite toy, and it meant something special to her because that was the first thing that she did in preschool. And Woody realized that he caught on to that. It was like, and he's trying to introduce everybody, but then this doggone fork, I'm telling you, this fork is so doggone stupid. Like, he instantaneously said he was trash. Like, I am trash. I am trash. I go in the garbage. Like, the only thing I'm good is for chili, and that's it. I belong in the garbage, and that's it. And it was just like a back and forth chase with Woody trying to make sure Forky is with Bonnie. Forky's trying to stay him, put himself in the trash, and it was just, I'm like, oh my god. Then they get on this road trip. Forky tosses his way out the doggone window of the RV, and Woody jumps out for him and whatnot. And then they go on a little journey, and Woody explains his whole story and whatnot. So they finally get to where the RV is, and just when Woody and Forky were about to go to the RV where it was located, he notices the glitter, the shimmering light on the ground. He turns around, and there is Bo Peep's light, her lamp light, and he was like, oh, she's here. So he's intrigued to go find her. She's not in there, of course, but these very creepy dolls were. Like there were like three Slappy dolls, which, in case if y'all don't know this, Slappy is this little what do they call that? A dummy. The little dummy dolls off of Goosebumps. There was like three Slappies, and then one like other girl like doll who had her voice box not fully working, and she needed someone else's voice box to match hers, so that she could, you know, be more presentable for this kid that she always wanted to go with. Case scenario, sad part is it doesn't happen at all, because the girl doesn't even give a damn about the doggone doll. And it was so messed up, like because you would think the moment that her voice box gets fixed, and because Woody gives up his voice box in the end of this, they stitch him back up and he puts it and they put it in her, and she activates her voice box, and the girl recognizes her, pulls her off the shelf, and looks at her. She's like, nah, tosses her away. I'm just like, damn. Like, I kind of figured that would happen, but I didn't know they would put that in the movie. I'm just like, yo, she basically just got tossed aside. But then again, not every kid would want an old school doll like that. And I'm just like, yo, that is wild as shit. Oh my god. But yeah, in the midst of this, Woody finds Bo Peep, whose clothes actually changed. Like, and you see it. Like, she went from the pink clothing to her blue clothing. So you could tell that she went through a lot of shit. She went through a long transformation while she was you know she was on her own. She was in this carnival. Turns out she was in this carnival that was traveling all over, just having kids play with her and everything. And it was not just her; it was a whole bunch of other rogue toys, independent toys, who were just letting kids play with them and everything. Her doggone arm broke off. I mean, of course, because she was like a glass type of doll, so it's like her arm broke off. It was structured with a little piece of tape and whatnot. Freaked the hell out of Woody, because he couldn't believe that. He was so happy to see her and whatnot. By the way, this review is going all over the place. I'm just talking about what I loved. Another thing I love about this is how Buzz interpreted Woody's analogy of that, him listening to his inner voice. He thought, Buzz is so crazy. Buzz thought that his inner voice was his doggone speech speech modification whenever his buttons got pressed. So every time he needed a second opinion, he would press the button. He will press the button, and for some reason, his voice notification will give him the exact advice he needs. Like, it's a secret mission on Charlie Space. It's like, oh, I gotta go save him. Dashes out the doggone. Dashes out the RV. Goes to help Woody. I'm just like, that's why I love Buzz so much, because he's just go, do this, do that, be there. All right, here we go. Like, he never lost that, and that's what I love about this. Like, pretty much a good chunk of the characters don't get like much scenes in this movie, and that's fine. Not because there was a lot of toys in this movie, like a lot of toys, especially the two toys that Keaton Peele played, and they were funny as crap. They had 3 ideas to jump this old lady that was working in this pawn shop to get this key. One was jumping her. The second one was doing the same thing, and the third one was going to her house and then just choking her in her sleep. And I'm just like, yo, what the freak? Why? Oh my god. Yeah, there were a lot of toys in this. A lot of toys. Especially the one called Duke Kaboom, who was this Evel Knievel toy that Keanu Reeves played. It was very funny and whatnot. And it was very funny for him to play this, cause like, and it was very sad, cause like his kid, who wanted an Evel Knievel toy so bad, the moment he got it and realized that it wasn't exactly how the commercials displayed it, he instantaneously threw him away. I'm just like, damn, these kids is just spoiled. But then again, they're kids, so what can you do? What can you do? Because every kid's been like that. Every kid's like, I've been like that. Like for me, when I played with my toys when I was a kid, I would play with them until the damn parts broke off. And most of the time, I'd be the one taking them off, like breaking the damn parts. For some reason, I was that destructive kid. I was not so the Sid of reality, but I was just that kid where I was fascinated with knowing what was inside my toy. Like, what would happen if I took this apart? And sad thing was, I didn't know how to put it back together, so it just stayed broken. I was that kid, man. I was that kid. But luckily, there was a part in this movie. And you know what? Every Toy Story movie has that part where it just makes you want to cry. And it had 2 parts that made me tear up. One was when this random little girl was lost and whatnot. And you felt for her, because like, she lost her parents in this carnival, and anything could happen to a kid in the carnival. That's where them creepers show up, you know, to get like those poor little kids who are all alone and shit. So then that old doll, the same old doll, who wanted Woody's voice box, saw this little girl, decided to go with her because they initially wanted to take her to Bonnie, but she was like, no, I gotta be here for this little girl. And that was the best thing they could have did. And instantaneously took her home and whatnot, and that was heartwarming. That was actually heartwarming. And then we get to the end of it, where the part I wanted to see. Woody decides to stay with Bo Peep, and I'm just like, yes, because that's what you need. You need to be with your girl. Stay with Bo Peep. Stay with your girl and whatnot. Cause like Buzz was like, she'll be okay. And he reiterated, he cleared it, made it in detail. Bonnie will be okay. Go be with your girl. Go be with Bo Peep. And he was with her. I kind of wanted them to kiss, but then again, they're toys. So a hug was just doing fine and whatnot. So Willie decided to be with Bo Peep. Bo Peep had the little moment with all the rest of the old school toys that Andy had. Jesse hugged her and whatnot. Everybody else hugged her and was so shocked to see her and whatnot. And it was just a heart-touching moment. I teared up because I was like, that was the final thing that needed to happen. They needed to find Bo Peep, reconcile, and then move on and whatnot. So that's basically what Toy Story 4 was. It was Woody and everybody else moving the hell on and going their separate ways, and Woody not being so perfect no more without his voice box, with the back stitched up, just like how Bo Peep is, with not all of her clothing, with her arm messed up. They're together. They can handle each other and whatnot, and they're happy. And that's what needed to happen. That's what we need to see. And I cannot see them making another Toy Story after this. I can't see them making another Toy Story. What would you do? What else is needed to happen other than that? That was the final thing that needed to be stitched up. That was the final thing that needed to be patched up. There's nothing else to talk about. The rest of the toys with Bonnie. Bonnie's gonna be okay. And in the end, this freaking kid, she went and made another doggone figurine out of utensils. It's a freaking knife. It was a freaking knife. It was a girl like knifey or whatever. I don't remember the damn name, but Forky noticed her, and when Austin instantaneously fell in love. I don't even know how that happened. She had the same concept he did when he first got introduced. It's like, trash? Like, no, you're not trash. You're special and whatnot. It's like, why? And he was like, I don't know. And I laughed. I was like, oh my god, they just getting ridiculous with this. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine. Toy Story, that's fine. Y'all can do this all day. I realize this. But yes, this fourth movie I loved because it touched my heart in many ways and whatnot. And this movie, I'm going to say, is an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Toy Story 4. Have no problems with it. It made me laugh. This movie made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me feel. This movie made me feel. I'm gonna say that right now. It made me feel. It made me have emotions. So if you are one for emotions, go see this movie. If you haven't already. With that being said, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching this and listening to what I had to say. Let me know what you guys think about this movie. If you liked it, if you hated it, there were some parts that you didn't enjoy or some parts that you did enjoy. Let me know in the section down in the comments down below. And as such, this has been Master Ryo Sakurai, and I will see y'all again next time. I'm getting up out of here. Peace!